All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hey, set, wide, 80. Check it. Number 53, line 53. When he hits.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line. We're going to work. We're going to work.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
In your face. Rip. Let's go. Hit. Rip.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ozzie. 72. Jim.
They'll run it here. This is James White. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And a little... Mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start here with Jackson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They run on 1st down with Jackson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, kill, kill. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Don't get nervous.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive?
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come back.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Patriots nothing.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Number 53. Line 53. Now watch run. Alert. 53. 53. Check 53. Alert.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take it across the 50 and in. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 45 on second down, Mahomes flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Eifert has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you...
Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To try again after the sack. Brady eluding the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let them know.
From the gun, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. 53 now.
Operating from the gun, Brady, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch safety green. Watch your team. Safety green.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Brady. Dorsett's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
Brady gives to Michelle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
22, Mike 20. Shadow. Rim.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Jackson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
That's
go.
the end of the 3rd quarter.
Wait, that
With the
Alabama.
score,
380.
Chiefs 27,
Ozzy.
Patriots 6.
Ozzy.
Brady now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to air one out. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. Complete to Dorsett. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Go Bandit. 50, Mike, 50. 5. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. When it hit.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Slam. Let's go out. No,
Devlin will try to power it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James Devlin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady now on first down. Going deep for Eifert. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now it's Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this deep, 43 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, it's Jackson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, exit. Check it.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Brady to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all